as because they are talking, they are sharing their opinion to me. I also like to join them. So my personality can be changed a little bit. Though I am if I am a introvert, so extrovert people can change my characteristics a little bit.
So is it possible for an extrovert to become an introvert?
Oh. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Shirasi.
How are you?
Welcome to Clapingo.
Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm also okay.
Is it cold in Kolkata?
Yes, yes. I live in such a distance from Kolkata. Kolkata is a big town. I live in a small town named Medinipur, and Kolkata is quite hotter than Medinipur.
Okay. Your place is cooler.
Hmm.
Okay. So for this session, we have the topic introverts or extroverts.
Yes.
So before we go on to this topic,
Hmm.
no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. What is your opinion on this?
Yes. It is the fact that if I consider myself that I can do it, I'm not inferior, I can do this job perfectly. So the other people don't do anything. If I have enough confidence in myself, but in reality, the fact is that if anyone said anything bad that I can't do this, and if they considered me as very inferior, so at that time we are also like to believe that I also inferior, but it is not good. If I have enough confidence in myself,
Right. You are absolutely right.
yes,
So many people say there are two personalities types: introverts who focus inward into their own thoughts, and extroverts who focus outward
hmm,
into the world. Although we don't get too excited, most people are a little bit of both.
hmm,
Most people are a little bit of an introvert as well as an extrovert. So, what do you think you are? I think you are a combination of both. But
yes,
tell me,
sir, yes, sir. Especially when I was child, at that time I was very introvert. At that time I can't meet some unknown, if any unknown person or known person, the colleague of my father came to my house. At that time I don't like to face them, so I like to live alone in my room. But
okay.
when I grow up, out of mature, when I become mature, so then I realize it is good to be extrovert because we exchange our talking, our thought. If I
Yeah.
and when I went to college, and
Yeah.
then I also feel that if I I was behaving like an introvert, so it is very tough to cope up with the new situation because the college, there are no so new friends in the college. If I can't talk with them, if I like to live alone, so it's my problem.
So you have both the traits, introvert as well as extrovert,
Yes, yes. In my
which in other,
childhood, I was introvert at that time, but now I am quite mixture, combination of
yeah,
introvert and extrovert, and most of the time I was extrovert.
yeah. Even I was very quiet in school, but now I think I'm become much more than required talkative.
Oh.
So these people are called ambivert.
Right.
Ambi means having both the traits.
Ambivert.
Like ambidextrous is a person who can use both hands.
Oh, ambidextrous.
Ambi ambidextrous,
Dexterous. Okay.
dexterous, dexterous. AMBI, ambidex, DEXTROUS, ambidextrous.
Okay.
Like for instance, uh, Ganguly, Saurav Ganguly, batted with his left hand. Okay, but when he went to bowl, he used to use his right hand.
And yes, he is ambidextrous.
So, are you surrounded by more extroverts or introverts?
Uh, both, both kind of people. I was surrounded by them, but in my law now I am in my law's house, and it is a village, small town,
Okay.
quite it mix of village and town, and the people in the village are mostly extrovert. They like to talk with people. Yes.
Yes, we cannot help uh, selecting the people who surround us. Okay, they
Yes.
can be either of the two.
Yes.
And we don't choose friends based on their, personalities, like whether they are extrovert or introvert. It's something that some other thing can click between two person. So tell me, can you list the benefits of being surrounded by extroverts?
Okay. If I am surrounded by extrovert, so I never feel lonely. That's because there are so many people who are very talkative and like to talk to me. I don't feel lonely, and if I need any help, I think they immediately help me. And if they are extrovert, I also be extrovert, as because they are talking, they are sharing their opinion to me. I also like to join them. So my personality can be changed a little bit. Though I am if I am a introvert, so extrovert people can change my characteristics a little bit.
So is it possible for an extrovert to become an introvert?
Oh, no, it's a very low chance. A person who is extrovert and then he become introvert, it's very minimum chance. But it is possible a person who is introvert and then he become extrovert.
Yeah, but other way around is not possible, you think? Like extrovert becoming an introvert.
It's very minimum chance to
Yeah, but
become.
sometimes a person can face some like tragedies,
Hmm.
and then that person could become an
Yeah,
introvert from being an extrovert.
extrovert become an introvert.
That chances of
Yes.
that
On
person
that
becoming
case,
an introvert.
it can be possible.
So tell me, what are some ways to identify an introvert?
Hmm. If I observe them, if I notice them minutely, their behavior, their reply when I talk, when I say anything to him or her, according their reply, according to their behavior, I can identify.
And I think we can easily identify an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your family members? Introvert or extrovert? Starting from your husband.
Mm. Extrovert. My
Extrovert.
husband is extrovert. Hmm.
Do you
Uh,
think people are born introvert or extrovert?
It's not an inborn quality, but I don't know actually what is the truth. But mm, they are not born like introvert and extrovert. When they grow up, they automatically they build up their characteristics by themselves.
Do you think one is better than the other? Do you
No,
think an extrovert is better than the introvert or vice versa?
it's very tough to give answer, but uh, as per my opinion, extrovert are better than introvert. But it's not right, I think. But as per my opinion.
Right. So, Shriyasi, now we can work upon vocabulary. Okay. And I can see there's been a tremendous improvement in your speaking skill. And which is something that is helping you is that you are quite clear in your thoughts.
Hmm.
So, tell me, what is the meaning of the word jolly? Jolly.
Smiling, happy.
Happy, smiling, and convivial.
Hmm. I heard the word. Yes, someone who is liking by other.
Someone who makes you feel happy and, welcome. So, now form a sentence using the word jolly.
Hmm.
Jolly.
Okay. The mm, the young girl is the young girl is
At this time, you can use a very, common phrase, which is jolly good fellow. Jolly good fellow. So you can just say he is a jolly good fellow.
okay, jolly good fellow. It's a phrase. Is it a phrase?
Yeah, jolly good fellow is a phrase. Well, look,
Means
this phrase is quite often used. I
jolly good
think there is a
fellow.
song also, some English song, which goes like, he is a jolly good fellow.
Okay. That means a person who is jolly.
Yeah. What is the meaning of the word affable?
Hmm.
Friendly and easy to talk to.
Okay.
Now, Shreyanshi, I'll tell you something which you can use when forming sentences, like using shall and will. Okay. This is not a hard or fast rule, but it is applicable generally, most of the time. Use shall when you're speaking about yourself. I and we.
Hmm.
Like, I am in my class, or we are going to school. Okay. We shall be going to school, or I shall be present tomorrow. So shall, use shall for I and we, WEV,
Hmm.
and use will for everybody else, like you, they, them. But again, this is not a hard and fast rule. But most of the time, you have to use shall and will this way. Similarly, would and should. Use should for I and we, and would for everybody else, like he, they, them, would. But again, this is not a hard and fast rule. Why? Should, the word should conveys a strong possibility or probability.
Hmm.
So it can be applied for them and they also, he also.
Okay.
He, why? When there is when you want to convey that there's a little bit of uncertainty in that person doing some action or taking some action, then you would be using he should be in the market.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, would. Would conveys is an action which is a habitual.
Okay.
Like as a kid, as a child, I would watch the ducks in the pond. So
Okay.
it was a practice, a regular thing, like not every day, maybe not every day, but many times I would go to the park and watch the ducks on the playing in the pond. So
Mm.
here would has been used for I.
Okay.
Okay. When an action is habitual, then you use would. And when for, I also, I and
Okay.
we, and should, when they are a strong possibility or probability. Okay, so we disconnect now and
Okay,
rejoin,
sir.
and then we'll carry on from here.
Thank you, sir.